Okay. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Podcast. Okay. Now I just got to sadly I can't post it in Skype. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Podcast starting. I look blurry as heck. It's fine. It's fine. I had to chop down the video bit right. It's fine. As long as it's not lagging, which is hardly is. Okay, so cool. Welcome to podcast hashtag 12. Welcome, 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 welcome to anybody that is joining in on this lovely Friday. So lovely. Couldn't get any lovely than this. Lovely, lovely. It's so lovely that you can't even get rid of the lovely out of the lovely. Even if you try to get so many of the lovely out of the lovely, it's gonna get hard to be able to get that lovely out of the lovely. It's just how it is. On a true note, on a true fantastic note. So anyway, um, I legit was thinking about a topic. I was. So, I every time there's a podcast, I'm usually talking about video games. Why is that? Because that is what I like to do, even though I haven't done it much. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's literally what I do, but I hardly do it as much. You know, like I'm wearing the Legend of Zelda shirt. Looks good, right? But when's the last time I played Legend of Zelda? I would have to say that probably the last time I played was on my stream, probably. Like when I actually like played it to the fullest. But I just talk about it because I'm more of a gamer than anything, and I love games. I'm not saying that I love it more than God. I would never put anything over God. God will always be my number one in my heart, in my everyday life, in everything that I do. Whether it's college, ministry work, yada, 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 collectathon. So, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but a few days ago, actually, I'm not a PlayStation person, and I haven't spoke on this. Yeah, I don't think I've spoken on this actually. Now I think about it, probably about like the middle of last week or somewhere around there. They were going to close the PS3 and Vita stores, the PlayStation stores, and you're probably asking, what are those? Well, it's basically where you can buy games. I remember doing it on the PSP actually. Sometimes it'll be like you can download free stuff and good stuff. There were also like games you could buy there too. It was essentially like a eShop for the Nintendo, and all that stuff. It's the same thing. I probably should stop putting my elbows because some odd reason my webcam likes to go. Ugh. Like, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it. Here, doing it again. It's doing it again. Here it goes. Here. Anyway, anyway, anyway. Um. So, then they respawn, not respawn, but respawn, and said, like a few days ago actually, that they're not going to close their stores, and people rejoice around the world. I honestly, how do I think about it? Well, I don't own a PlayStation 4 nor a PlayStation 3, and that's it. If they did remove it from the PSP, and I decided to get back on my PSP, if I can get back on my PSP, like my PSP, like I'm gonna tell you a sad story. So I love my PSP half to death. I want to say I loved it more than the Nintendo DS. I was kind of more portable because when you're growing up and not in a fancy house and stuff like that, usually the consoles are in the living room. The PlayStation 1, that was in the living room. Super Nintendo, that was in the living room. And usually, if I remember correctly, when a generation pops up, usually that console can go in our rooms. Like we can have the Super Nintendo in my room while the PlayStation 1 is in the living room. You know, and then once I got portable, I feel like I don't have to rely and wait. I could just play whenever I please. That's why I love the Nintendo DS and the PSP. I didn't have to worry about that when I was little. But one day it was just sitting on the floor charging, and my phone was like on the edge of my seat in my chair seat. So my phone decided to drop onto the PSP screen and cracked it. So there was no way of getting on my PSP. I mean, I hardly have any games and movies. I don't know if y'all knew that, but there was movies that came out for the PSP. But I really didn't have anything. Like they're like if I could somehow get back on it, I can't. I was thinking about re-getting one, and I ended up getting a Switch instead. Uh, because I don't want to sit there and be stuck on a PSP. I feel like I would love a Switch more than a PSP. But if they were to get rid of the PlayStation Store on the PSP, I would kind of be a little upset because I remember my young self would download like trailers and stuff like that. The Tester, if anybody remembers that, that is a great series. I want. Ooh, what's a good idea? We could probably watch that for a movie night, or even better, I could probably get my girlfriend to watch it with me. Um, it's called The Tester. I remember loving it. I think there was like 3 seasons. I would probably say the second season is the best. Well, I don't know. I did enjoy all three of them. All three of them are not bad, but I love the PlayStation Tester. I remember getting those suckers. I remember it. And I loved it. I remember getting demos too, trying games, stuff like that. And I bought stuff. Imagine having the PSP Go. I remember I was on the verge of getting that, and I never get it. And that is only digital only. Close the PlayStation Store. There's no use of getting the PSP Go. No use unless you're a collector or anything. There will be no use. And the PlayStation Store closed on there. You wouldn't be able to do anything. I mean, you might be able to put a game on the micro SD and be able to put it in, but that's probably about it. You wouldn't be able to go in a store and get games off of there anymore. That's just how it was. Essentially, that is just how it was. So my question is that how do y'all feel about it? If anyone's like really listening into this, crazy podcast, how do you feel about it? If you have a PlayStation 3 or Vita, I was hearing several YouTubers, several, keep that in mind, several YouTubers sitting there backing their stuff up saying, like, oh my gosh, the PlayStation's gonna close. I gotta back up my games, Dad. Alright, gotta download this, gotta reload. Oh my gosh, the PlayStation Store is gonna close. I gotta get my stuff ready. And people, like, all over the internet, people were freaking out. It was like crazy. It really was. Like, I was sitting there watching YouTube, sitting there, talking about it, saying, like, man, that sucks. What the frick? And it's just like, eh. But, I would have to say it would suck, you know? Like, and let's talk for a Switch for a second. If the eShop decided to not be there anymore, there's only games that you can get digital that you can't get physical. Like if the eShop closed and I never got Cuphead, more likely I probably would never get Cuphead on my Switch. Even though I could get it on my computer, mind you, I can get that game on my computer. But I'm just saying, like if that happened, I would be real sad because I love browsing through the eShop. I hardly buy anything off of it because I'm a physical collector. I like to have physical games than digital games. I do have a few digital games because there's Switch that comes with codes, and the Mario Kart 8 bundle, which just gave me a code. So you just gotta really think on those things. It would be extremely sad, really sad, really bum me out if that were to like ever happen. Like if that ever went that way, if it ever went that way, I would be really really sad. The Nintendo decided to do that, but Sony didn't. Got it back up, and people, like I said, rejoice. People were happy, saying like, "Oh my gosh, Sony actually listened to us." Like, holy crap! And I'm like, cool, cool. I mean, that's all I can say. It's like cool. I don't have a PlayStation, so I don't know the feeling. Like if it did happen on the PSP, I might actually know the feeling. But I don't because I'm a Nintendo person and probably will forever be a Nintendo person. That is literally just me. Like that is just me. You know. So how do you feel about it? Were you rushing to get your games right off the PlayStation Store? Like, did it really like suck that really happened? Gotta really think about it, man. Gotta really, sit there and just think about it. You know. But that's how I feel. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit because that's just um I feel about it. You know, because people, unfortunately, says that Sony is going downhill. Now, granted, I don't know if that's going to be the case. I honestly do not know if that would be the case. I'm actually gonna look at this real quick. Because I'm hearing stuff. Okay. Did you know? Even though it didn't say it, did you know the Village is coming to Google Stadia? I thought Google Stadia died. I thought it went boom and shakalaka. Um, hey, there's a I know I'm just going down the list of Switch games that's coming out here. There's that Subnautica game that I was talking about. I think my girl will probably enjoy it maybe more than me because that is her type of style. I mean, you have that and Below Zero. So, let's see. We have Rune Factory 5. Cool. Metopia. Cool. Cool. Oh, the Titanson 3 Nitro HD remasters coming to Nintendo Switch? I must not realize that. Okay, cool. Cool. You also have that DC Superhero Girls Steam Power. Cool. That game was like trash when I saw it. Um, let's see. Dude, Destroy All Humans is finally coming to the Switch. I need that game. I need that game. I don't care what anybody else says. I need that game. I definitely 100% need it. And we don't know anything that's coming past this. I mean, you have Skyward Sword that's not going to come out until like July. And then we have hardly anywhere of what's coming out in the fall. We do have some stuff. Like I know No More Heroes 3 people seem to like, or Deathloop. Apparently Deathloop got pushed back. That's interesting. But uh, I thought I heard something else, but maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it is just me. I don't know. Maybe it is. Cool. Grand Theft Auto 5 is apparently supposed to come out for the PlayStation 5. I thought it already did. Well, no, because it was coming out during the PlayStation 3 or 4. So, yay. There has been some interesting things where I already talked about this between Microsoft and Nintendo. So, I thought I heard I swear. I swear. I'm not lying, y'all. I swear I heard something for the Switch. And I totally forgot what that game is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. It might be just me just losing my mind. It could very well mean that I am losing my mind. Yep, that's probably it. Yep. Yep. Okay. I saw that village that's coming to the Google Stadia. I thought the Google Stadia died. Like I don't see any other game that's coming to the Google Stadia. That piece of garbage should like die like years ago. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Like that game should have like just died and just like it should have just died, but it didn't. But mm, but yeah, I mainly wanted to talk about the PlayStation store situation because that was apparently a lot of things. That was driving people crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, man, I gotta back up all my stuff. I don't know, should I get a PS5? I don't know. I mean, they don't have. I mean, the only exclusive is that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which looks amazing. Like I'm not even gonna lie, that game looks amazing. I don't even know if I should get one because I'm more of a Switch person. You know, I'm just more of a Switch. I do hope that that the other Resident Evil games come to the Switch. That will honestly make my day because we're missing. If you really want to think about that, we're honestly missing the two remake, the three remake, seven, and then Village. You know, and I honestly, the Village, it looks freaking amazing. I heard the demo, the new recently demo that's only available to the PlayStation owners because we've been talking about PlayStation. But that demo, like, holy crap. That demo looks so cool, it looked freaking awesome. It looked awesome. Like just sitting there just watching it. I'm going like, dang, that's awesome. Like holy crap, that's awesome. If only because I would definitely Capcom, if you're listening. If you do it for the Switch, I would definitely rebuy it. I mean, there is a Switch 2 or a Switch Pro, so there's something that could happen there, huh? Huh? But that new demo, like for real, that looks freaking cool. Like so freaking cool. Like it is freaking cool that that happened. So really, really cool to honestly see that. You know? So if you have a PlayStation, play Resident Evil 8 Village. If you're into those horror games, you might really like this because I've been hearing a lot of positive things about 8. A lot of positive because this could essentially be the best Resident Evil in the series. Now, granted, I'll probably say the 2 remake is so much fun. Um, I mean, I probably put HD remaster just because of everything, but like that would be freaking cool. But I hope y'all enjoy me rambling on about the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure you're tired of hearing it's the PlayStation. You get to play on the station. You get to use that station to play the games. You know, don't you think that's why it's called PlayStation? And that box, you just get a cardboard box that just put an X on it. Or for a Switch, if you just get a light switch and just put the Nintendo sticker on it, then like here's Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch Lite. Oh, that would be hilarious. That would honestly be so hilarious if that actually happened. I wonder if that already did and seen on Facebook and be like, poof, be like, dang, that would be stupid and hilarious. I honestly don't know what else to really talk about on these podcasts. I mean, I don't think anybody is going to show up, and I don't think anybody talked in the chat either. So, I mean, what you gonna do? You know, it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, actually going to do? Because you gotta think about it, saying like, what can I do? What can I do? Well, hey, we also finally played a game on Reunify. Yeah, if y'all go, it will be on the past Twitch stream until it is over with. So if you want to go watch some of that, go for it. Go for it. I think it'd be weird if I play a game for the podcast. Like, if I were to play the game on the podcast, just saying, out of general, if I were to put this out here and be like, look, here's a game. And then if it were to go on Spotify, are they just going to hear me play the game and can't really see it? Wouldn't that be boring? Like you're going out in your car, right? You're putting a YouTube on. You're putting a little gameplay, but all you can hear is the dude and them talking. That is it, and you hear some of the game volumes. I don't know if people will be interested in just hearing that. That sounds weird, right? That sounds weird, right? That I can't be alone with that. That sounds weird, right? That sounds weird. It has to be. Doesn't that sound a little bit weird? That sounds weird. Sounds totally it sounds strange. Strange and weird is probably how I put it together. Probably strange and a little bit weird. Strange and weird. Cause I don't even imagine myself even doing that. Like if someone honestly, like if I were to go and just let's just say I want to hear a podcast, and let's just say they decided to, I don't know, to play a game just out of nowhere, and I could be completely like, yeah, okay. So um I don't think I would do that. I don't think anybody else would do that either. I like how we went from that to this because I was just thinking since I finally played a game on Reunify yesterday, it felt good to relax a little bit. It did. I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat it, but it honestly felt good just to relax. Just to take a breather, to just sit and chill for a little bit after I don't know doing so much. So there's that. I don't even know where my girl went either. So I feel like I'm just talking to myself. Talking to myself. Um, All right, so we're gonna switch topics again. How do y'all feel about Marvel? Did y'all watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier? I believe they just had their season finale. I'm not gonna sit here and spoil it because one, I haven't watched it yet. We're going through the Marvel movies right now. I have been thinking. I honestly been thinking of showing that during movie night. Honestly, is WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I don't know. I don't know fully if I want to do that. But I heard really good things about Falcon and Winter Soldier. And the Loki one, that looks really, really good. I'm not even gonna lie. Same with the Black Widow movie. And then they showed a trailer of the Shang Li. It kind of looks like Jackie Chan. I'm not even gonna lie. If anybody like grew up like watching like Jackie Chan movies, like those movies were like, oh man, Rush Hour. I'm pretty sure most of us at least heard of Rush Hour or even watch it. I don't know if I'm allowed to stream do that for a movie night because they're not really I wouldn't say they're really friendly family. But there was like others, like so many classic. I know there was Bruce Lee, but man, you can't get rid of Jackie Chan. There was that cartoon that was really really good as well. Like I forgot what it was. I remember that being good, but I was just saying that Marvel movie with it looked kind of looked like kung fu, and it kind of looked like it could be a Jackie Chan movie. It honestly did, and it just I'm ready for the No Way Home trailer. I'm actually ready for that because we are now getting closer and closer because that movie ain't gonna come out until like December, and we're already in April. Like, come on, let us see the trailer. Let us because I like I heard so many rumors about this that this could be Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse live action. And if this is a true statement, this could be best, the best Spider-Man movie. This could be the best Spider-Man movie. I'm not even gonna lie. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse would probably, since I watched that, probably is my favorite. It probably next is Spider-Man 2 with no Tobey Maguire. But from all the rumors I'm hearing, like the Phase 4 has already started with the TV shows, but hasn't started with the movies. And that is what we are doing here at TNL. So if you want to come in every Friday, you get to watch a free movie. You don't even have to pay for a cent. Marvel is good. I honestly would really like to watch WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I just don't know when that will be. And please, for the guys that are watching this, don't spoil it. Don't even spoil it. And if you haven't watched it, and if you're a Marvel person, I would probably suggest to go watch it, even though I haven't, because I heard so many good things about it. So many good things about it. Like legit, I heard really positive things about it. Um, it opened up a lot. Like I'm not even gonna lie, it opened up a lot. I would say from what I heard when it was spoiler free that it did more than WandaVision. Because people were hyping up WandaVision like cray cray. So, um, I would probably always pick Marvel over DC. That's just me. I mean, we could, after doing the Marvel series, and watch DC movies, but they kind of suck. Like, who remembers Suicide Squad? Or the Wonder Woman 1884 sucked. You know, the Superman movie stuck. Batman versus Superman. I heard that movie flopped. The only good movies that they have, like at least recently, was the Joker movie. They came out like a couple like 3 years ago. That movie was really freaking good, and I will say that. And I heard some good things about the Syndicate thing. I don't know fully explain the details. I don't think I can really explain the details of the Syndicate, but I heard good things about it. But I heard it's like a 4 hour film, kind of like Lord of the Rings. Every time I see 4 hour films, I'm like, Lord of the Rings. Here we go, Frodo Baggins. Right at it again. Because why not? Like legit, if we were to really think about it, why not? Why not? So, but other than that, there hasn't been really good DC movies. And usually with almost every Marvel movie, there's always positive things. So that's why I said, for me, at the very least, saying that Marvel is better than DC. I haven't read the comics. People said, sitting there saying like the comics are better than movies. I can't really say. I can't because I never read them. But so far with the movies, I love them. And honestly, my girl, she wasn't into Marvel. Like she was not into Marvel. And when she first came in here, she saw Ant-Man, the movie that we hosted like probably a month back at this point, and she loved it. There was movies that she didn't like Doctor Strange. She didn't feel like she liked that movie as much as Ant-Man. She did like some of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and she's been waiting for Spider-Man Homecoming because she never watched Tom Holland. She grew up with Tobey Maguire just like I did, and probably most of you did if you grew up back in the 90s. You probably grew up with Tobey Maguire with the original Spider-Man films, being the second one probably the best, and then the one, and then three. If I'm pretty sure, hopefully, most of us maybe will agree to that. To at least say that one is better than three, unless you love that dance scene so much. But she's been waiting for that movie, and we're actually showing that tonight. You know, we do movies if y'all are listening in, and if you want to, you can fight your friends, family. We do Marvel movies. You know, and Phase 4 is coming soon. It is coming. And apparently it's supposed to be opening the multiverse. And I'm like, holy snap, let's get into that. Especially with the Spider-Man films. Like, if you go back and get Tobey Maguire back, Andrew Garfield back, like, that will be really, really cool. Not even gonna lie, that will be, like, really cool. I mean, it's called No Way Home. So far, they have home in all the titles. I don't know if anybody knows this. Spider-Man Homecoming. Homecoming. Far From Home. No Way Home. I don't know how many homes they could put in the movies. But that's supposed to be opening a whole can of worms. And if we could do Hulk, we can meet all the like from the 2003 and the 2008 one, because apparently you don't get to see him anymore. They changed the actor. I don't know if many people even notice that, or may not notice that in a Marvel movie. Like they changed actors. Like if you went and watched the 2008 Incredible Hulk, and then if you watch the Avengers, the first one that came out in 2012, I think, maybe, and it's a completely different actor. I would say that will be also amazing. It will be also amazing if Venom can be finally in this. You know, that will be really cool. I'm talking about from the Venom movie. Like get him. Get my boy Tom. I think that's his name. That played Eddie Brock in there. Apparently, there's supposed to be a sequel and it's supposed to be featuring Carnage, and that has to be rated R. That's supposed to be really good. I love the Venom movie. Just keeping y'all in mind. So I would say that would be pretty amazing if that were to happen. I'm trying to think of like what because I don't think we have much of an Iron Man. I heard Deadpool was supposed to be part of the Marvel. I feel like it's gonna rip Spider-Man in half. Not literally, but in a joking sense. Like I feel like he's gonna be a butthole to Spider-Man. You know. And then reading up, apparently Doctor Strange is supposed to be the new mentor for Peter Parker. And then you have the next one, Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness. Like, I feel like Phase 4 is gonna be so much better than Phase 3. In my opinion, from what I've been hearing. Like, I haven't seen much, but from what I've been hearing, I'm like, holy crap! I want to see Black Widow because that's been pushed back, and I think we'll honestly be finished since we've been playing every Friday night leading up to a Marvel movie, Marvel movie, Marvel movie, and we've been leading up to that every Friday night. So I honestly I can't even wait much longer for this Phase 4. Like I'm so curious of what they're gonna do. Like how are they gonna handle it? Because Deadpool did came before it, and someone told me that X Men is part of the Marvel universe, which I'm not entirely sure. It would be a little bit weird if it was. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I thought X Men were their own thing. This is more of a their own group. They already have a group, just like DC has a group, and then the Avengers have their own group. So I just, figure that X Men has its, I don't know, its own group. That could be just a me thing. That could literally, yeah, that could literally just be a me thing. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. Could be just a me thing. But I'm honestly excited. Hopefully y'all are too. Apparently, I'm hearing that we're supposed to go back to normal operations. Is what I've been hearing. I don't know that fully to an extent. But if Black Widow kind of stays, I can actually stream it, and we can take a break from the new movie series that we're going to be doing after Marvel to do this, or do a little short series to be able to play that movie. Who knows? But I hope y'all are looking ready for Phase 4. There's also supposed to be a sequel. Speaking of Spider-Man as well, there's also supposed to be a sequel to Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. And I remember when I first heard about it, I was like, "This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be amazing. Like, holy cow! They're actually doing a sequel to that movie." And honestly, I could fight all day, but I say that's the best Spider-Man movie, like of all time, all time. Because usually it was my Spider-Man 2 until that movie comes out and it changed my mind. I was like, holy crap, like the animation, like this comic book style, really, really cool. Even though there was some stuff for the kids because it might be for the kids, but for the adults that like read the comics and see that looks pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie, that looks pretty cool. Um, I can't think of anything for like Marvel. because Iron Man wasn't there. Captain America didn't have a movie either. Thor didn't really have a movie either. So I don't know what else you can really do. Apparently they're still gonna play Black Panther 2, which I don't think they should, but that's just a me thing. It's another me thing, you know. So apparently there's supposed to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I don't know what they're gonna be doing. Because Volume 2 is when, since we just watched that last week, um, that's when they were fighting his dad. And then the dude died, which was sad. So I don't know what they could do. Um, I also wonder, since they're going into a multiverse, could that bring back Iron Man? Listen, 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 listen. It could bring back Iron Man. It could. Because it's in a different multiverse. Think about that. Because there's different timelines. Like, I'm just ready for Phase 4. I should probably just stop talking about Phase 4. I'm just sitting over here just going, oh man, do you know how wonderful that would be? Do you know how amazing that would be? Oh my gosh. That would be pretty freaking cool if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I mean, I would honestly think that would be cool. For that. I would. I probably should just shut up about Phase 4. I'm pretty sure y'all are sick of me hearing about Phase 4 probably are tired of hearing me talk about Phase 4. I mean, probably, you probably just want me to stop talking about it, but probably I just can't help it because I'm freaking excited for it. I'm really am. I'm excited for Phase 4. But if some of y'all are listening in, or maybe listening in from the past, we do have our movie nights every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to come, you are definitely welcome aboard to be able to come to our movie nights. Right now we're doing Marvel, so I don't know how much far you can be listening to the past when you first got to TNL. So it could be nobody wants to listen to this one. Who knows, right? Who knows? Who who knows? I certainly don't know. I certainly don't know. I certainly do not know. I certainly do not know. Do not even know. Don't even know anymore. Anyway, I think I really legit ran out of topics. I can't really think of anything. I mean, I could end this podcast a bit short. I mean, we're almost at the hour mark, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep this podcast a little short for today. Um, I hope you enjoy me rambling and talking about, half a part about Sony PlayStation, and then the second half about Marvel movies. I hope you at least enjoy these two topics. Um, but for podcasts, we can literally talk about anything from anything. Like, we can be talking about the Bible, for instance, if you're sick of me talking about these things, or if you want me to talk about the game. Well, not games, probably y'all sick of it. Food, anime. Maybe another TV show and stuff like that. Like we can legit just talk about anything on these podcasts. Whatever you want to bring to the table, and if you want to discuss about it or hear my opinion on it, come to the podcast. Also, if you want to be part of these, yes, you can be part of it. It's not just literally strict to me. Like, I'm in the PC. So if you want to come in and actually be part of it, you can. Just don't make sure to say something that you may end up actually regret saying, because that could really happen. That could really happen. I had to redo 10, and it's on YouTube. And I just kind of went into anger issues because I was a little angry. I was a little upset. So if you want to go watch that, it is on YouTube. If you want to go watch that, but yeah, that's for the podcast. I really do hope y'all enjoy this. And for those that are just going to podcast, I will definitely see y'all next week. And if y'all are coming tonight, I will see y'all tonight. Or if y'all coming tomorrow, yes, tomorrow. Our Saturday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we do have our ministry service. I might want to include the bit rate a little bit because I do look a little bit blurry if I move a little bit. Like if I just did this, like you wouldn't be able to tell my face unless I sit like still. So I might just try to include the bit rate next time. I had to factory reset my laptop, but I'm not gonna go into why. But what's saying? Oh yeah, Saturday night is our ministry service. It is basically a form like a worship service where we get to come together, play some worship songs, um, praying, praise, hear a positive message, and fellowship afterwards. So if you want to come to that, those are Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is tomorrow night. So if you're coming to that, I will see you guys then. But I hope you enjoy this podcast. Like I said, I'm sorry if it was short today. Usually I have them at least a little bit over an hour. This will be a little bit under the hour. Hopefully that will be okay because I kind of ran out of stuff to talk about. I kind of talk about anything that I want to talk about just for today. So I do hope y'all enjoy this, and I will see you guys and girls next time. See you later.